What's up YouTube? Today I am in a V8 5.0 Mustang with Lian.
Awesome.
So this is a big deal for me because first of all it's my first time driving a V8 and it's something I've always wanted to do, and my wife would be able to tell you this, but if we didn't need to have two cars, I did have three cars shortlisted, which was the E92 M3, the C63 AMG, and then the Mustang itself, because of the fact that I really wanted a V8. And there's a reason why I want the V8, Lian, is because these naturally aspirated V8s are a dying breed at the end of the day. Soon we're not going to be getting any of them.
True.
So I don't know if you just want to give us some insight about the car.
The car's about a year old now.
Okay.
13,000 k's on it.
Right.
Traveling between Knysna and Bloemfontein for quite a bit, and then from Cape Town to Bloemfontein a few trips, and then started using it as a weekend car.
Okay.
Car was a bit soft. Out of Ford garage, they did two pipes in the back for me, two silencer boxes. It was a bit too soft for me. Got recommended to go to Brandon at Profit.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome guy. Sorted me out. Didn't want to go. Gave me a lot of advice on it. Told me not to go straight pipe and cat back just yet.
Yeah,
just dropped the two boxes in the back. Couldn't believe it. Dropped the two boxes in the back. Made a massive difference.
Yeah, I know. So we just started the clip now. You would have heard the sound of this, and I'm gonna say this straight up. This is just a disclaimer for all videos, because this is something I've noticed over this last couple of weeks. Videos generally don't do exhaust sounds justice.
Yeah, don't justify it at all.
Yeah, and that thing already sounds sick on video. You should hear this thing up close. You know, like I always think that YouTubers are exaggerating when they say their ears feel like it's bleeding. From the outside, that's the sensation you get. It's insane. I absolutely love the sound. And then also, it's not loud for loud's sake. It's loud with a decent tone as well.
Correct.
Because some cars are just like they play out, but they don't sound that great.
That's exactly what Brandon helped me there with. I was a bit scared it's going to be too loud. Cut the two boxes in the back, and then as you would see from his video from outside, we did a wrap on the car.
It's sick. I absolutely love this wrap.
Got inspired from a guy up in Dubai with a Hellcat. It's crazy wrap, and did the same. Contacted him, said we're going to do it. He was happy. Found the right guys. Mint Wraps. They did the wrap for me. Excellent job.
Yeah, I was just saying to Lian as I came around and saw his car in the lot just outside Starlight. I saw this car previously, and you will also see this car in the Street Fest video. I'll link that up. And inside of the parking area in Street Fest, because it was inside, it really didn't do the wrap justice. But seeing it from as I came around the bend and seeing it outside with the sun just hitting it at certain angles, it looks absolutely amazing.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, some people wrap their cars, and I'm always skeptical about wraps because sometimes it just doesn't come out the way they think it's going to come out. Yeah, no, this thing looks super nice. And then you mentioned the hands, so that's something unique. If you want to just explain.
Yeah, one of the only thing I didn't want to go exact. I wanted to go exact as the Hellcat. So Lian at Mint and them, and Jeremy and Matt, they came up with the idea where they took paint and old Lian put on his hands, and he pulled it over the scanner, and they actually scanned it in onto the bonnet wrap. So it looks like I actually drove over somebody and they slept underneath the car.
And that's super unique now, because nobody will ever get that same handprint ever again. Yeah, that's super awesome. So I'm gonna ask the dumbest question now, just to get it out of the way. Fuel consumption.
What's that? Okay, you'll have to get a calculator out this yourself because I'm not going to work it out for you because I feel terrible. I filled this car up, it cost me about just under $900 to fill it up from empty. If it's on zero, it cost me $990 currently to fill up. I went on a run on Sunday. I was riding with an R8, trying to keep up with it. Couldn't keep up, but tried to.
Stuck there.
Yeah, got about 255 kilometers on that thing, and I filled up twice. So 500, just under 500 k's on 2,000 rand. Yeah,
I was just checking that now. The brakes on this car is super responsive, and I know for obvious reason why it's responsive. So yeah, like you just need to touch, then you come to a good stop because obviously it's making crazy power. So you said you did the exhaust on this, and besides that, you haven't done any other mods yet.
No, I've been talking to a few guys, two companies. Can't mention them unfortunately.
Okay.
About superchargers.
All right.
I think I've made my mind up about one in the future. I think we will go over to a guy in Johannesburg and do it there. I'll get about 750 horses on.
Nice. And what are you making at the moment? Have you put it on a dyno yet?
I'll send that to you later on. And you'll have to edit that in.
Okay, no
I'll
problem.
check it for you. Like I said, we spoke about this on Sunday. I mean, a couple of guys. There's definitely
sound is so nice. Sorry about that.
definitely a Wednesday built engine.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something about it that.
So it's a bit stronger than the usual. And yeah, that's always something interesting. Sometimes we get lucky when we stumble across those. Like I mentioned in the 86 video, I had the exact same 86 from the same year, and yet the one that I have now is a little bit quicker. Not that it's a fast car, let's be honest. But yeah, you know what I mean, and obviously you know what I mean because you have experienced that in your Mustang. And like you were explaining, being able to sit with a R8, that takes some doing. Yeah,
but the R8 did pull after all, trust me. There was just here in the bottom, not at the bottom end, in the middle end, and the top hole. That R8 ruined my life. If we go over the traffic light, and as soon as it goes to second, you can plant it a bit.
Okay.
It is in sport.
So it is in sport. I don't need to switch it over.
No, it is in sport.
So
it shifts itself, and then you just go over. Just make sure you're second, late seconds, because the problem is if you punch in the bottom, then you're probably going to end up in somebody's garden. And I'm talking about experience. Yeah.
So you can just say when I can really make.
Okay.
Alright. This light is taking extra long to change now. It's like it knows it's building up that anticipation. Ay.
Yeah.
So how long have you had the car?
About a year now.
Oh yeah, you mentioned at the start. I'm being silly right now.
The thing about it is, let's go over the traffic light. Give it a little bit more. You can punch it. Just push it flat.
Whoa, there you go.
That's why you got strong brakes.
I saw that. Yeah. Oh, this is a nice stitch. Oh my word, I didn't realize how quick we were going. I like this.
It's much for cops, yeah.
Okay, this is sick. And I just also realized now your clocks and how short the spaces are between the values.
Yeah, it's nice at night when you drive it. You got like 11 settings for the color changes inside. You got your ambient colors by your feet everywhere. You can go red, green, purple, pink, white.
Okay.
Same with your dashboard. But at night, as soon as it runs over 6,000 revs, the whole dashboard lights up red.
Okay, nice. So it's like it puts you in that sport mode and whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna turn down here so that I can come back around.
Not a problem. The thing is about this is a lot of people think, oh yeah, you're buying this car. It's not a very expensive car for the horses you're getting.
Yeah.
But I have to be honest, if you've never owned a rear-wheel drive car,
this is uphill, guys.
if you've ever owned a rear-wheel drive car, it's not advisable just to jump in this thing and punch it.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning in my car as well. When I still need to upload that video. I did a re-review after I did the mods, and my car is not half as powerful as yours is. But the moment you start throwing power in a rear-wheel drive car, you need to start watching out.
And the traction control is not there. It shows it's in the book. It shows there, but it's not there.
Yeah, we know all about Mustangs and crowds.
And yeah, unfortunately, I've had an accident with a Mustang before, where I've ended up in somebody's property.
Brakes fail, bro.
And yeah,
So
it happens.
what do they say? HP is how fast you get to the wall, and torque is how far
You take the wall.
take the wall with
And the
you.
Jojo tank. Yeah.
You took a joke.
I took a Jojo tank out. I'll try and find that
Insane.
video, that photo screen. I'll send it to you.
So yeah, this is the legend, the living proof of what torque is all about.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you a question quickly. What's it like to daily drive this thing?
Daily drive, heavy on the pocket.
Yeah, obviously fuel wise.
After the wrap, the rubbernecking is quite.
Okay.
There's a lot of rubbernecking going on with the wrap. It pulls a lot of tension.
Tension, yeah.
I've had some heat from cops.
And I mean, even without it, it's a Mustang, and then it sounds like this, so already it's gonna pull
Yeah.
attention, and then there's the wrap as well, yeah.
I'm getting a lot of heat from certain police officers.
Okay.
I had some heat outside with a certain copper. I won't forget you. Saldana Drags. He gave me a lot of heat about the wrap.
I think we need to get him on the channel.
But yeah, he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. The car's a bit loud. Daily driver, good, great. I love it. It is.
Yeah, you know, some people can complain about having like the sound in the cabin, but I think like car guys are just a special breed. I don't think I could live without having the exhaust sound inside of the cabin, and just getting that sound, like windows up and all, and still getting to enjoy the sound of your car while you're driving. It's always fun. And I mean, I'm sure if we should drop the window, it would be ridiculously loud. But yeah, it always messes with the. Oh, you know what? I just realized I'm actually recording without having put my mic in, but it shouldn't be an issue because the windows are up.
Yeah, the windows are up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this car is so much fun, and I must say, like, obviously in terms of daily driving, it's not going to be easy to do because of fuel consumption, but in terms of the drivability of the car, it's quite simple to handle when you're
Yes.
not punching it. I know obviously if you're going to start getting high up, it's going to start causing
If you punch it low, it gives the problems. And unfortunately, of the car coming out of the factory, the height it is and the weight it is. I'm not talking about, because this is going to be all on camera. I know about somebody that drove over 260, 270 with their Mustang, and it becomes a bit light on the road.
Yeah.
It floats a bit. There's no downforce.
It's a big car.
Yeah, it's no downforce, but there's a few steps you can take. There's a handling kit you can import from Pony Parts in America.
Okay.
They're good guys. I've been chatting to them for a while. CJ Pony Parts, and I'll be getting a handling kit from them and some suspension from them, and then yeah, I think then you can give it some carrots.
And then I got one dumb question out of the way earlier. I'm going to get another one out of the way now. Tires.
Okay.
And that says it all.
Got the car. This car's got a setting called line lock.
Okay. Oh, so you can spin them up.
You stand still,
Yeah.
you lock it and you spin it. I tried it 5 times in a row when I got the car. 300 k's rear tires gone in one Friday night.
300 k's
I
worth of
drove
tires.
300 k's with the car, and then I did line lock, did 5 in a row, and it was done. Now driving in, like with car meets, you give it a bit when you leave and you come there, and when you from traffic lights you're in your group. The set of tires in the back here has got about 1,500 k's on. And it needs to be, it's a bit bold.
And it's time to go. Yeah, you
it's time
mentioned
to
we
change.
can't really plant it today because the
Yeah.
tires are, and rear wheel drive power and bolt tires are not good friends.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a smoking machine. It's what it's made for. A lot of noise and a lot of burnouts. So it does its job.
So besides tires and the fact that like fuel consumption is ridiculous, like what's the car like maintenance wise?
Maintenance wise, 100%, no issues. I have researched quite a bit about these Fords. I'm a big Ford owner. We've got a lot of Fords in our fleet.
Yeah, you mentioned, yeah.
And I've not had any issues with this particular Ford. And the 5-litre Mustangs, I've not heard of anyone in South Africa really yet of any massive issues. I can't say the same about the EcoBoost.
So the other thing that I like about the Mustang, and like I said, I shortlisted a set of cars, and one of the things you'll notice, besides the fact that they're all V8 and performance cars, the C63, the E92 M3, and these Mustangs, what they all have in common is, besides the fact that they're just sports car, the space is also there.
Correct.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can sit on those back seats. I don't know if I can say the same about my own car or about something like an 86 or a Porsche with back seats, for example. And I think that's another space where you guys win with the Mustangs.
Yeah, the only flaw is the rear window.
The rear Rear window for visibility.
It's very, no, for the passengers in the back.
Okay.
It's such a large window, it becomes a magnifying glass.
Oh,
when
so
you
it
sit
gets
in the
hot.
back. Yes.
Okay.
So what we've done is you can see the rear window is tinted very, very dark. You can't really see it on the video, but it's very dark.
Do the traffic cops give you
Not
stick
really,
for that?
because they test the sides normally
Okay,
when they come
yeah.
around, and I'm just about legal on the sides. Straight still.
Yeah.
So what I've done is, the back is tinted for the passengers in the back. There is a leg space, but if you're a bit taller, then no.
It can cause a bit of an issue, yeah. But generally, there's quite a bit of space, and obviously, you have a big ass trunk, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's got a very, very big trunk.
Yeah. So you win on those aspects, and that's something that a lot of cars that make this amount of power and that can give you this little, they lack the fact that you don't have that space, and you can't really have passengers with you, and yeah.
And with
it becomes an issue.
200,000 rand, you can double the power. And you can't say that for about much cars.
Yeah.
So
Hashtag supercharge. So if you do decide to go, that we definitely have to do a re-review on this.
it is a total different
Yeah.
vehicle.
So is there anything else you'd like to touch on before we finish off?
No, just if you do get one, take it easy in the beginning. Trust me, I've learned the hard way.
Yeah.
And you must have fun with the Mustang. I hope there's more on the road. I see there's a lot of old bullies driving them, and not a lot of youngsters.
Yeah, it's the pockets, man. I guess it takes some time to get to that point, eh? Lian, as I must say, it's a big honor for me to have this opportunity to drive your car, and I need to say thank you for that.
Anytime.
And then also to Edrich, big shout out to you for hooking me up with Lian, and we'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to